And welcome back to the channel where we make your money make sense for you. Today we are diving into a reaction video on Mr. Warren Buffett. As you know, he's an icon in the business world and also a billionaire. From time to time, he completes interviews, providing some insight as it pertains to investments and to the world of business. We're going to explore what he thinks true success means. And spoiler alert, guys, it has nothing to do with money. He also talks about the importance of relationships, self-investing, and communication skills. Not to mention he's offering in this interview life lessons that go far beyond the world of business. So stick around as we break into his insights and reflect on some of the things that he's telling us about not only money, but definitely about life in general. While you're watching this video, I want you to keep two questions in mind. The first one is, what does Warren Buffett's definition of success reveal about the importance of relationships over wealth? Number two, how can you apply Warren Buffett's advice on self-investment and communication to your daily life and enhance your financial goals or even your personal or professional life? Guys, take a look at this video and we will discuss it at the end. Let's get into it.
Warren, how would you define true success?
Well, I've said many times that if you get to be 65 or 7 and later, and the people that you want to have love you actually do love you, you're a success. I've never seen anybody that reaches that age. I mean, I'm not talking about somebody that's in extreme poverty or pain or something, but I've never seen anybody that, if they have a lot of people that love them, that is other than happy. And I've seen some very, very wealthy people that they give testimonial dinners to and name schools after and everything. And nobody loves them, you know. Their own kids would say, he's in the attic, you know. Okay.
Warren's definition of success is eye-opening, guys. It's not even about money or accolades. It's about love and meaningful relationships. Let's just think about it. How many people will genuinely care about you when you're older and not the money that you may have or what you can provide for them? Let's keep watching.
What are, say, 3 pieces of advice you would give to people who are looking to succeed in business?
Well, by far the best investment you can make is in yourself. I mean, for example, communication skills. I tell the students that come that they're going to graduate schools and business, and they're learning all these complicated formulas and all that. If they just learn to communicate better, and both in writing and in person, they increase their value at least 50%. I mean, if you can't communicate, somebody says, you know, it's like winking at a girl in the dark. Nothing happens, you know, basically. And you have to be able to get forth your ideas. And that's relatively easy. I did it myself with the Dale Carnegie course. Some people wish I'd taken a shorter course now in terms of my talking later on. But it's just hugely important. And if you invest in yourself, nobody can take it away from you. I mean,
investing in yourself is one of Warren's top priorities and recommendations. In today's business world, being able to communicate effectively is priceless. Whether it's in writing or speaking, improving how you communicate could be the one thing that will open up a world of opportunities to you. Let's continue to listen for some more advice.
The second thing, which I'll get a certain criticism for not living it, but I do tell those students, you know, that if I gave you a car and it'd be the only car you get in the rest of your life, you take care of it like you can't believe. Any scratch, you'd fix that moment. You read the owner's manual, you keep a garage and do all these things. And you get exactly one mind and one body in this world. And you can't start taking care of it when you're 50. By that time, you'll have rusted out if you haven't done anything. So you should really make sure that you just remember that you just got one mind and body to get through life with and to do the most with it.
He makes a very interesting analogy here. Your body and your mind are like a car you only get once. Most of us really forget to take care of ourselves until it's too late, right? Whether it's physical or mental, the choices that you make today will affect your future. Let's watch for some more nuggets here.
What about life advice?
Well, life advice is the most important thing, aside from the things I've talked about already, is really who you associate with. You want to associate with people that are better than you are. I mean, basically, you'll go in the direction of the people that you associate with, and you want to have the right heroes. You want people, if you want to emulate somebody, you better pick very carefully who you want to emulate. And when obviously you can't pick your parents, they're going to have an enormous influence on you, but you don't get a choice on that. But you get choices as you go down the line, and who you admire, who you want to copy, and the most important for most people in terms of that decision is their spouse. It's also important in terms of a partner in business, but the partner in life is the most important one. You want to pick a spouse that's better than you are, and then he or she, and you hope they don't figure it out too fast.
Great.
He really brings up a very important point here. Who you associate with can shape your entire career and your path going forward. Surrounding yourself with someone who encourages you and challenges you is very important. It's crucial to growth. Not to mention, if you're inspired by a person, you will seek out those positive characteristics or traits of that person and employ it in your daily routine. It's really time for you and I to definitely evaluate who we have in our immediate circle and if they're building us up and holding us accountable, or are they holding you back in any way? Because as Warren says, we tend to go in the direction of the people that are around us. Let's get back to it.
Biggest mistakes people make when investing.
Well, they try to, they just don't realize that all you have to do is just buy a cross-section of America and then never listen to people like me or read the papers or do anything subsequently. They think that because you can trade, you should trade. You buy a farm, you buy an apartment house, you can't resell it tomorrow, and the cost moving around. Or now you get something handed to you, liquidity, which is instant. You can sell, and the cost of doing it are pennies, compared to other kinds of investment activity. So because they can so easily move around, they do move around, and moving around is not smarter than investing.
You have a pretty cool morning routine regarding what you have for breakfast and how prosperous you feel. What is that?
Well, I now actually send somebody over to McDonald's usually to get me something. Since the publicity I got from earlier describing my habits at McDonald's, I now have somebody go in the office, but that was more for entertainment value. I actually eat exactly what I like to eat. If I liked it on my 6th birthday, and my 6th birthday party when we had hot dogs and hamburgers and Coke and ice cream with chocolate, I still like it. And I don't care about anything subsequently. I discovered it all by the time I was 6. And if somebody offered me a deal when I was 20 and said, you're going to live 1 year longer, instead of living to 88, you'll live to 89 or whatever it may be, if you eat nothing but broccoli and Brussels sprouts and onions and all these things, I just said, I'll take the last year off. It probably won't be that good anyway. So I eat what I like to eat. I am not venturesome in that area.
I like how you lumped in onions with broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Never heard that.
I just don't happen to like onions, but I don't put them in the same category.
Okay. You and George H.W. Bush, I think.
I love how Warren is unapologetic about sticking to the things that he loves and the thing he enjoys. He hadn't changed his diet since he was 6. This really reminds us that life is about balance. You can stay focused and disciplined in your pursuits, but there is no harm in indulging in the things that you enjoy.
Is business school worth it?
Depends on the person, much more than it depends on the school. I wouldn't worry. Some people are going to get a lot out of advanced education, and some people are going to get very little. And I don't even think it's important that every person go to college at all. We have all kinds of jobs at 70 or so thousand a year, or 80,000 a year, that college training is not of use. And I actually was not keen on going to college myself. Yeah, my dad kind of jollied me into it. He could get me to do anything. But if they'd had an SAT test in those days, he would have taken the test for me. But because I knew I could have a good time, and I liked investing, and I didn't really feel I could read the books. So I don't, it's a big commitment to take 4 years, and the cost involved, and maybe the loans involved and everything. And I think depending on what your interests are in life, I don't think it's for everybody. I think it's for a lot of people. But there ought to be a reason you're going. And I didn't really see much reason.
All right.
Warren makes an interesting point here. College is not for everyone. In today's world, skills and experience outweigh college education most often. It's very important to weigh the cost and the time of acquiring a higher education against what you truly want to achieve. College is not the right choice for many, many people, and there are a plethora of different jobs that one can do and make an awesome amount of money and a great living. But it's imperative that you focus on you, because you're in a competition of one. Let's get back to it.
And last question, so lightning round, so it's a few. Do you ever drink water?
Only under duress.
What is your favorite all-time song, Warren?
It's undoubtedly, it's My Way.
What about movie? Favorite movie?
Well, I liked The Bridge on the River Kwai because of there were a lot of lessons in that. Plus, it was enormously fascinating.
Catchy tune also.
Pardon me?
Catchy tune also.
Yeah,
Right.
very.
Right.
But the ending of that was sort of the story of life. He created the railroad, and did he really want the enemy to come in across it?
Got it. Favorite book?
Well, the favorite book from the book that had the most impact on my life was The Intelligent Investor by Ben Graham.
I knew you were going to say that. Favorite TV show?
It's probably going to be it would be Nebraska in some huge bowl game and winning.
And finally, what do you carry in your wallet, and how much money do you tend to carry around?
Well, I probably carry maybe $400. I actually my wife likes to use cash, so I just take home a chunk of cash every now and then she doles it out. She looks at my billfold and sees whether all the hundreds are gone. Sticks a few in there, but it's pretty simple.
And credit cards?
I've got an American Express card, which I got in 1964, but I pay cash.
Guys, you've seen the video, and quite frankly, Warren reflected on what it means to be successful in life and in business. He even emphasized how love and respect for those that are around you and for family is more important than wealth. He shared exactly how important it is to invest in yourself, especially when it comes to communication skills. Not to mention the importance of associating yourself with people that inspire you, as well as people that will motivate you and not take away from you or hold you back. This guy even spoke about the importance of your health. So when you think about it, from Warren's standpoint, being wealthy is far more about communications and people and relationships than it is about building wealth. It appears that if you work on yourself, invest in yourself first and your family and loved ones, then wealth will come, or wealth will definitely follow. But it's imperative that you do those things as you are working on building your wealth. Let's keep the conversation going down in the comments below. And I want to leave you with these two questions to answer. How do you define success in your life? Is it about love, relationships, or about building financial wealth, or a combination of all three? And lastly, are you surrounding yourself with people that inspire you, that can encourage you and uplift you? Guys, thanks for watching. Until next time.